Psychologist Dr. Ganz Ferrance joins us on the Noon Show today, and we are looking at 5 ways to keep your relationship hotter than the summer weather. Always nice to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, just FYI to moms and dads at home today, we're going to have a frank discussion, so if there's kids in the room, now might be a good time to go and grab some lunch. Just a warning right now, but within reason, of course.
That's right.
Okay, so let's start off. You have, like you said, 5 ways, and you're starting, first of all, with passion is important.
Absolutely. Very, very important. Well, it's not just passion in the relationship or it's sexual passion, it's also passion for life. Because once the passion goes out of life, life becomes really, dull and uninteresting. And when it goes out of the relationship suffers. And what happens with most people is they don't quite understand why. They can't really figure it out because they've got, they've got the right number of kids, the right house, the dog and the station wagon or minivan or whatever.
Dream, sure.
That's right. And they don't really understand why they're feeling so unfulfilled and so unsettled, and it can lead to problems because it's not identified. Depression, anxiety, marital problems, all sorts of stuff can happen.
When you say passion for life, you mean like the old saying, live every day to the fullest, right?
Absolutely, and enjoy. We tend to be so busy running here and there and trying to make a living, looking after the kids, all this other stuff, that we really forget that life is about joy and abundance and happiness, and you really should be sort of squeezing the juice out of every moment.
Yeah, and if you're not, if you're dragging yourself, it's draining on the other person as well.
Yeah.
Okay. The second bit of advice, you say, have sex while you are awake.
That's a good piece of advice. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people, by the end of the day, after looking after the kids, going to work, all this other stuff, a lot of couples fall into bed kind of just exhausted, and they look at each other and it's like, well, kind of would like to, but I kind of would like to sleep too, right? So we'll see. But if they do actually get up the energy, it's not as good as it could be. Let's say, right? So one of the things that I'm suggesting is actually make an effort to carve out the space, carve out the privacy, the time, and make sure you get enough rest to be able to spend the time and really enjoy yourself sexually with your partner. Sure. Because
that takes planning.
It does. It doesn't happen automatically, just like anything else in the relationship. Left on its own, it'll decay like everything else.
Right. Okay. The third piece of advice: enjoy the ride.
Yes. Think about it like a roller coaster. Okay.
Okay. Well, that makes it fun.
Right.
Sure.
Exactly. The point of a roller coaster ride is not to get to the end. The point of the ride is to actually enjoy the loops and the dips and the turns and the whole experience. And the same thing happens with sexuality, right? Really think about it as enjoying all the different aspects of it. I mean, I was watching one program. They talked about foreplay, and they said really foreplay is sort of a misnomer because it's all one play, right? It's all part of the sexual experience, part of sexuality, right? And we shouldn't think of it, oh, well, we got to do this, and then we get to the main event, right? It's all the main event, as long as it's enjoyable.
The whole thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love that idea of enjoying the ups and the downs as well, because they teach us lessons and they make us better in the end, right?
Yes.
And I mean, who has a perfect relationship with no fights? Does it exist? I don't think so.
No.
Okay. The next one, firewall the bedroom?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, what they found is they looked at heroin addicts, and this might be far from sex, but what they found was heroin addicts can actually OD, taking the exact same amount of heroin they usually take, but if they take it in a different environment. Okay, so what happens is your body actually prepares you for some activity that you're used to at a certain place.
Okay.
If you work or stress or do a fight in the bedroom or do a lot of other stuff in the bedroom, that's what your body and your mind is prepared to do when you get into the bedroom.
Right.
So by firewalling the bedroom, what I'm talking about is making that sort of a sacred space so that you're basically what you're doing is you're sleeping, you're dressing, and you're having fun in the bedroom. That's it. Right? So remove the TV, the computer, the workstation, all that other stuff, so that by the time you walk through the door, your body, your mind, everything's already in the mood, already got the signal to be able to relax and enjoy yourself.
Good advice. And finally, construct a love menu.
Yeah, I love this one. This one is good. What I mean by that is take the time to sit down with your partner and look at the way that you receive love. We all want to give love to our partner, but we typically give love, we typically express love the way we receive love, the way we like to receive love. So, the partner may not always appreciate it the same way.
Right.
So having each of you list, 50 to 100 things that you really enjoy, and it doesn't have to be sexual, it should include some, but it could be like taking out the garbage or, rubbing my back or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
I feel loved when I'm listened to, right? Or whatever it might be, right? Having that, and then take the time to sit down and discuss them. You'll probably come up with some surprises that you didn't know your partner liked, but then you take that and you put it on the back of your door. You want to do something nice for your partner every day, you got like a list of 50 or 100 things, you pick 2 or 3 and do them. Every day you do something like that, your relationship will definitely be hotter.
Love that idea. I forgot one more. Fight fair and make up hard. I love that. That's good.
Yeah, it's important to be able to have your own opinion in a relationship. Confidence and strength is very sexy. And when you are able to hold your own space and hold your own opinion strongly, but within the bounds of healthy fighting, it's actually a healthy thing. But then whatever effort you put into holding your opinion, during the break times and when you're make up with that same effort.
That's right. That's great advice. Dr. Ferrance, thank you so much for coming in.
Very welcome.
It's a hard topic to tackle on the noon show, but you did a good job. For more it is a juggling act. For more information on this topic, you can call Alberta Psych Systems, Inc. at 428-5433. You can also go online to apsilife.com. Thank you. Enjoy the sunshine.